So today I'm looking at two different tablets from two different categories to help you determine which one actually deserves your money if you happen to be in the market for either one of these two tablets. Now, I've already made unboxing videos and also review videos on these tablets, so if you can, go ahead and check them out and see what you think. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my overall take in hopes that that can help you in your purchasing decision. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And in case you may be wondering, both tablets are actually made by Samsung, and this is the 2019 Galaxy Tab A 10.1 inch, which is classified as the budget tablet here. And on the other hand, we have the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which is a newer tablet which came out this year and is more of a mid-range tablet. Now, you may have guessed it by the name already, and this is of course the direct sibling to the Samsung productivity tablet, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. And a bunch of compromises were made in order to create that Galaxy Tab S6 Lite and have it land right in between the budget category and also the high-end category. Oh, by the way, please do me a huge favor and hit both the like and the subscribe button there. It's a tremendous help to the channel here, and I truly appreciate your help. Okay, starting off with the price here, and that is for base models in both tablets. The Galaxy Tab A 10.1 will run you roughly $230 versus the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which will run you $350. And that right there are category indicators when it comes down to these tablets. Now let's talk design, and of course this is very subjective, but I personally think that despite being a budget tablet, the Tab A has a pretty stylish design with an almost successful attempt at making it look and feel premium. We are talking a nice looking 10.1 inch display. It's a TFT LCD display with 1920 by 1200 for the resolution, and the screen is laminated, making video streaming very, very enjoyable. It has a mostly aluminum covered back here, with just this top part here being covered with plastic. It's very thin and very light, making it extremely portable. We can see some fairly thin bezels also, especially on the side of the tablet here. And there is of course both a front and a rear facing camera. Dual speakers can be found here, but unfortunately they are both located on one side only. Now, I just mentioned that the Galaxy Tab A has a little bit of a premium feel and look, but in the case of the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, it's definitely a lot more premium at the feel, at the touch, and also just by looking at it, it looks a lot more premium than the Galaxy Tab A. It's a very sleek design that I very much like, and it goes pretty well with this popular Angora blue color. It feels really dense and well balanced and just as portable as the Galaxy Tab A. This one also has a pretty nice display, although some people are disappointed on the specs on this particular display. It's a 10.4 inch TFT display also, but this time you have a higher res at 2000 by 1200. And again, it's fully laminated, offering a fantastic media consumption experience. This one also has dual speakers, actually in this case, dual AKG Dolby Atmos speakers, except this time they paid attention to the location. So you have one on each side of the tablet to enhance the audio experience. The base model of the Galaxy Tab A has 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage that can be upgraded via micro SD card to up to 512 gigabytes. And I just want to go ahead and throw this out there. The 64 gigs internal storage of the Galaxy Tab A actually has 3 gigs of RAM. So if you were considering getting a Tab A, you should also consider going up that internal storage so you could get a little bit more of that RAM. But anyways, you have 6,150 milliamp hour battery, and per my current usage, I would say it lasts me just over 7 hours. The display is a 1920 by 1200 for the resolution, as I mentioned, with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, and you have the Exynos 7904. Then for the software, of course, you have One UI sitting on Android 9, well, natively, but upgradable to Android 10, which I actually just recently did. The selfie camera is a 5 megapixels one, and the rear has 8 megapixels. Now, for a tablet in that price range, the picture is not bad at all. The colors are pretty bright and pretty sharp, and you can also shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. Now switching to the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here, it has a 64 gigs of base storage here, expandable at up to 1 terabyte, but you also have the option of going for the one that has 128 gigs of internal storage if you prefer. It is loaded with 4 gigs of RAM, which has come in pretty handy during my testing, meaning it can take a good amount of multitasking and juggling multiple apps at the same time with no issues whatsoever. In short, it can handle a lot more productivity-oriented operations or transaction on the tablet when compared to the Galaxy Tab A. The 10.4-inch display with 2000 by 1200 for the resolution looks pretty awesome. The colors are still pretty bright and objects look very sharp. It handles video streaming extremely well also, and this one is running the Exynos 9611, unlike the Galaxy Tab S6, which is running the Snapdragon. But it's been working great so far, so I can't complain, at least just not yet. Again, you also have One UI here, so you're looking at One UI 2.1 sitting on Android 10 this time, so natively sitting on Android 10, and of course it's been running very, very smooth. The selfie camera is also 5 megapixels, and the rear has 8 megapixels. The colors are very bright and things look even sharper on this tablet compared to the Galaxy Tab A. And you can also shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. That seems to be the trend here. Here we have a pretty nice battery, also packing 7040 milliamp power, and it would last you about 13 hours of video playtime. And this, of course, is according to Samsung. Now, in my personal testing, I'm getting a little over 10 hours, but I have no doubt that depending on how you use the tablet, you can get pretty close to that 13 hours. But based off my usage, I'm getting roughly 10 hours. Now, there are some additional features here for the Galaxy Tab A. You have the headphone jack on here, which always comes in handy, and also a micro SD card slot for your internal storage upgrade, as I mentioned earlier. And that's pretty much it. Additional features on the S6 Lite are a lot more than on the Tab A, so you pretty much get everything that the Galaxy Tab A has, in addition to something like the 2D Face Unlock. It's nowhere close to the Apple Face ID, but it works and it's not bad at all. And then of course you have the infamous S Pen, which is of course one of the biggest reasons some people are going to be going for the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. It's a pretty awesome feature to have. The S Pen, because it's been mirroring some of the features that I have on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus S Pen, I've been just loving it since I got the tablet. You could do things like handwriting and turning those handwritings into text, or use the Smart Select tool, which allows you to crop, copy, and paste images, and also the fact that you can use it in split screen. It's pretty awesome. Plus, it provides great writing feedback, and you can actually fill your handwriting. In short, for taking notes or for people who want to take classes or be doing a lot of writing, this is actually a pretty neat tablet for that. Additionally, that pen attaches to different sides of the tablet here with no issue. As far as gaming goes, just based off of specs, you could definitely tell that the S6 Lite is going to perform a lot better than the Tab A when it comes to gaming, or when it comes specifically to large games. I did try a few games on the Tab A, anywhere from small to medium and large size games, and small and medium sized games load pretty well and pretty nicely and play pretty well, but large games actually take a lot longer to load on the Tab A. The Tab S6 Lite, on the other hand, has been handling game like a champ. So for small to medium sized games, it's been killing it, loading it even quicker than the Galaxy Tab A. For large games, it also loaded those games even quicker than the Tab A. Call of Duty played very well on the Tab S6 Lite in full graphic and ran very, very smoothly, whereas the Tab A was only able to handle it on medium graphic. I didn't try Fortnite on either one of these tablets, but the general feedback is that you can run it on the Tab S6 Lite at 30 FPS, but you cannot on the Galaxy Tab A. Now, since we're dealing with non-flagship tablets here, there is an understanding that compromises were made in the building of these two tablets. Therefore, there are no surprises that features that are typically found on flagship devices are not found here, because these are not flagship devices. Anywhere from the fact that the screen is not AMOLED to the type of processor that they're using. Also, neither one of them supports DeX, so you won't be able to connect either one of these to your computer for that seamless file transfer. And again, as I mentioned, the processor here would not be your typical Snapdragon that you would find on high-end tablets. So you have the Exynos here because you get what you pay for, right? But anyways, here's my take. If you are in the market for a very simple, stylish, and portable Android tablet that you would use mainly for entertainment, such as streaming videos, playing small to medium-sized games, and some large games, and you also are trying to save money and do some very light multitasking, overall just a simple tablet just for very light work, then maybe you should go for the Galaxy Tab A. On the other hand, if you are looking for something that is even more stylish and even more premium and will take everything that I just listed to the next level because it simply offers superior performance, and by that I mean it comfortably plays anywhere from small to most large games smoothly. It's great for entertainment, and more importantly, it will give you access to a full range of features available on the S Pen that's not at all available on the Galaxy Tab A. Then my friend, you should be going for the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. It's a great tablet overall. So if you can afford it, if you can afford to add that $120 on top of that $230 that you'll be paying for the Tab A, go for the Tab S6. If you can, on the other hand, the Tab A is still a pretty nice tablet. I still have mine and still gonna be using it, so that's just my take. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget, of course, to like, comment, subscribe, of course. I'm gonna catch you in the comment section, and I'm also gonna catch you in the next video. Up until then, stay safe out there.